All right, a study done by Basex Research shows that if you're in the zone on a project or a deadline and you get interrupted, it takes about 20 minutes to get right back where you were. Yikes. I don't know. Thinking of all of the distractions today, I'm pretty sure that adds up to a lot of time.
It is a lot of wasted time, and Michelle McCullough is here to share 3 productivity tips to help you streamline your work week and increase your effectiveness. Because I swear, this happens every single day.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sitting there, I'm cranking away on something, I get an email, boom, I'm distracted, and then I'm like, oh, wait, what was I doing, or where was I? What do we do? Help us out.
Well, if you want to increase your productivity, the #1 first tip is to eliminate distractions. So I am a fan of turning off all the notifications on your phone, for social media, for email, even on your computer, so that when you're working on a project or something that's deadline-based, that you limit and schedule the times that you check those things. So many of us are so set on checking our social media and email the second it comes in that it isn't keeping us as productive as we'd like to be. So instead, set time to check each of those things, and when you focus on projects, don't let any distractions get in your way.
I guess my question is, though, like, what if someone calls you, says, hey, Andrew, or my phone rings, or a text message pops up, or it's something I can't simply ignore? What do I do?
Sure. Well, I think it depends on your business and your job and what your boss requires of you as well. But where possible, if you are on a project, turn off your phone, let it go straight to voicemail, and return your phone calls. If you're required to check phones or text messages or whatever that might be immediately, then know that that's part of your workday. But see if you can structure and streamline some other pieces so that you can increase that productivity.
And what's hard is, I have some friends that work from home. My husband works from home. I'm guilty of this. I'll go in, I'll be like, hey, honey, do you need lunch? I guess as people, we should probably realize, okay, he's probably focused. How do we make sure that we aren't the person distracting others in the sense?
Ooh, see, that's really good too, but I think that you need to own your own time, and you need to set that expectation for others. So if your husband wants to be not interrupted, I love signs on the door that says, hey, I'm working on a project, I'll be out at this time. It can go on their cubicle as well, or let your boss know that you're in the middle of something that will help you be a little bit more productive that way.
So say, boss, I'll be right with you.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I'll try that.
Okay, in your book, you talk about weekly planning.
Yes.
I mean, my mind is blown even trying to think about daily planning, but you talk about weekly planning. How do we go about doing that?
Well, I think weekly planning is actually the marry between trying to get everything done in a day, but really looking at your week as a whole. Days can be limiting, but you really have more time to structure if you put those things in. I'm a fan of creating routine tasks, so revamping your to-do list and looking at the daily, weekly, and monthly things that you do on a regular basis, instead of always having this long list, say, oh, daily I'm going to get these things done first thing. Weekly I'm going to get my Monday stuff done. And so if you can sit and do that with knowing that you can marry and revamp those lists, but also do that weekly planning, you'll find yourself more productive because you're scheduling time for the things you do regularly.
Perfect. And so to recap, so we want to set notifications of when we should be checking our notifications.
Yes.
So set a time during the day.
We want to keep office hours like we're a professor in college.
Sure.
And also we can tell our boss, sorry, I can't talk right now.
No, I'm in the zone here, please. Not right now.
Well, and hopefully they'll support you in that.
And it'll make sense, right?
I think so. I love that idea. Great stuff. And Michelle, again, your website is, if we'd like more information, great blog.
Speakmichelle.com/KSL will get you started.
All right, great. Appreciate it, Michelle. Good to see you.
Perfect.